Hello Sagittarius, welcome to my channel. Victoria here at Radiant Moon Tarot. We are doing your October 2022 love reading. This is for those of you currently in a romantic partnership of some sort, or if it comes up, a temporary separation from your person. Thank you. If you are single and looking for new love, thank you. Stay posted and stay tuned, and I will be posting separate readings just for you guys. Keep in mind, folks, this is a collective energy, a general reading here, so not everything will resonate with you. Just keep that in mind going forward. Take the parts that resonate, leave the rest behind. And remember, we're looking at the future. We're looking at the month ahead. So there may be something that comes to light a little bit later on down the road, but be sure to check out your moon, rising, and Venus sign readings as well for some more information in the big picture. We have some very interesting energy that's coming in here in the month of October. We are currently in Libra season. Okay, and we have Venus in Libra. We've just come out of Mercury retrograde. Holla frickin' Luya. Okay, it has been a challenging one. Am I taking note? Thank you. It's been a challenging one for a lot of people, especially as far as, just communication, misguided communication, too much communication, not enough communication. It's just been a little bit crazy the last couple of weeks. So that energy is subsiding. It's on its way out, and we do have some restoration of balance, thank goodness, with that Libran energy. But we also have Venus in Libra. Venus, of course, the planet of love and abundance. Okay, and so this is a really great time to restore that harmony, to come back down to earth, to be honest and open and truthful, express your feelings and embrace love and all of the love and the abundance that is in the air and that the universe has to offer. We can certainly be clearing out some old energies there and releasing and moving forward. We've got a full moon in Aries that comes in here on the 9th of October. Full moons, of course, are about the completion of a cycle, wrapping things up, and it's also a transitionary energy, right? We're out of one cycle and we're heading towards a new one. But quite often those full moons do get a little bit emotional, and they do bring things up to the surface. So if there's anything been lingering or festering or something that has been ignored, there's maybe something that comes up. Sometimes we do need to really focus, and we really need to address things in order to move ahead, in order to move forward. Okay, so be prepared. You may have to really be honest and truthful and get something resolved, okay, in the month ahead. But the exciting energy that really may shake things up a little bit, but probably in a more positive way, is the new moon eclipse in Scorpio on the 25th of October. Eclipse energy lasts a long time. So the intentions that you set will, in this new moon, on this eclipse, will, really influence, okay, your next 6 months or so. So new moons, of course, are a great time to set intentions, try new things, have a fresh start, okay, enter a new cycle. And but the eclipse energy, if you feel as though your relationship has gotten off track, you may find yourself shifted right back on track. It's magical energy, opening up portals for new beginnings. Great time for love to blossom and grow, take things to the next level, new levels of commitment, and moving forward on your journey. But it may come with a little bit of a surprise, okay, because we do have that new moon happening very close to that Venus influence, which is great, which is wonderful. But of course, the eclipses do bring in a little bit of uncertainty sometimes, a little bit of surprise, but in reality, we have probably some happy surprises coming here for you. We've got Between Worlds coming in. Now, some of you may have Scorpio in your chart, or it just could be that new moon and Scorpio influence, because they also had this card. Between Worlds is really being present, being in the here and now, focused on today. You're transitioning out of the past into the future, but in the meantime, today's the day, baby. Okay, so you might just be really focused on what's happening right now. And it's a great place to be, because sometimes we get lost in the past, sometimes we daydream a little bit too much in the future, and we lose touch with reality. So you may really just be very focused and very realistic and dealing with issues or problems or blessings as they come your way. Okay, so it's beautiful energy. But there could also be this energy of transition, right? You are preparing to move forward to the next stage. If something has been dark and dreary or challenging. And, in the last little while, you are moving forward. You are making progress, and things are about to get lighter and brighter and more positive for you. This is an energy of creation as well. Those threes, number three itself relates back to the Empress card, which is tied to Venus, love and abundance, all sorts of wonderful things blossoming and growing in your world. And the threes are about creation, seeing the fruits of your labor, seeing something blossom and grow in your world. So this could certainly be a time of making those improvements and of seeing something blossom. We do have change in the wind for you here also. Okay, so things are shifting, things are changing. Now you may need to actually change how you deal with something, but your relationship could be changing and blossoming and growing in some ways as well. But whenever we do have change, whenever we do have transformation, okay, or we go from one cycle into another, it does sometimes bring a little bit of uncertainty, sometimes a little bit of chaos into the mix, okay, but it's always beneficial for us, okay? So you may need to make some changes. Maybe you need to make some compromises. We do have this new influence that's coming in. So again, some of you are taking your relationship to the next level. Maybe you're even in a situation where you're breathing fresh life into your relationship as well, trying to rekindle the passion, the spark, the flame. And how do you do that? Try something different. Okay, so you could be changing, making some changes in that regard as well. But there could, of course, be external factors at play in your world as well, that change your circumstances, right? A lot of things influence our relationships, okay? So just be a little bit aware. Now, interesting, because this is card number 12. Ones are about that yang energy, right? That action, that energy that we need to do things. It's a very masculine energy, but also represents new beginnings and also improvements in our world. Twos, balance and harmony in our world, also partnerships, and of course you put them together and we've got another number 3 for you. Okay, so a lot of great energy blossoming for you. We also have milk and honey, and wow, oh wow, the land of milk and honey you want for nothing. Okay, this is where you have everything that you need, everything that you want, okay, everything that is important to you. There's a lot of potential in your world right now, a lot of miracles blossoming in your world, and a lot of positive, happy vibes, right? That beautiful milk and honey, you're nourished spiritually, physically, emotionally, okay? You've got all of these things in your life that are super, super positive, and there's not this need to worry, okay? All of the resources that you need, the love is in the air, and all of this wonderful energy that's coming in here for you. So we do have an 8 of Cups coming in, and we also have the 3 of Pentacles. So we do have another 3, okay? So these threes are actually really quite blossoming for you. Okay, so I do think there's something blossoming for you, but in order to experience something improved or even something new, okay, the 8 of Cups is here showing us that, you may be at that time of transition, of transformation, and we have that between worlds. The 8 of Cups is an inner journey. Okay, and just like every card in the entire deck, we could probably talk for an hour about the deep meanings behind the 8 of Cups. However, summary-wise, the 8 of Cups, you could be in a situation where you're at the turning point, okay? Do you have everything you need in your relationship? Is everything good? Are you emotionally satisfied, physically, spiritually satisfied? Okay, or is there room for improvement? Is there room for growth? Where is your relationship going, right? You got this inner journey coming in here. For some of you, okay, those 8 cups are all full. But yet this dude has still made the decision to move forward. Now, it could be one of two things. Okay, one of a couple things. It can be that there's nothing wrong with your relationship right now, and you are just moving forward to the next level. The next card in this deck is, of course, the 9 of Cups, which is your happiness, your joy, your sense of satisfaction, your wish fulfillment, your attainment of your goals and your dreams. So sometimes this is that transitional card, that transition from something that's, really quite good, and you're enhancing something to make it even better. But there's also another energy about maybe you're in a situation where there's nothing really wrong, but you may feel emotionally detached, or you may feel that maybe it's time to let something go or leave something behind. Now, it could be the relationship, okay, or it could be an issue, a dilemma, okay, some emotions, right? You're turning your back on some emotions, you're detaching and you're moving on, you're moving forward, okay? So because there is that energy of detachment, okay, it could be the need to let something go so that you can move forward, move past something. All right. It can be, that perhaps some of you are at a crossroads, this change in the wind between worlds, right? You're at a turning point, you're making some decisions. And sometimes that change may be that you might be in the pursuit of something that is a little bit more fulfilling for you. It's not that there's anything super duper wrong, not necessarily any major issues at hand. It's just maybe the connection's not there. It could be that relationship, you've all been with your people for a different length of time. Some of you are only being with your person a short time, others many years. But there's something here that's missing. So it could be that maybe you're more friends than lovers. It could be that, you've just gone as far as you can go in your emotional connection with your person. Okay. But again, I think for some of you, a lot of you, this is just really leaving something behind or transitioning into a much better phase in your relationship, and where you feel as though with the land of milk and honey that you have everything that you need. We do have the Three of Pentacles, right? So the Three of Pentacles is an energy of creation, seeing something come together, right? Focused on something, we're seeing things come together, and we're working together as a symbiotic unit. Excuse me. So this can be that you are in this energy of creating the life that you want, creating the life that makes you happy, and you're really seeing things come together. You're seeing things come to fruition. All right. The Three of Pentacles also is an energy of teamwork and collaboration. So of course, relationships are teamwork. Okay, you can't make it work if you're not all on board. Okay, if two people have completely different ideas and you can't find that common ground, then there may be that splitting off energy. So teamwork and collaboration, you may really need to focus on getting on the same page, of working together, okay, to achieve what you want to achieve in your relationship. Now, because the Three of Pentacles does depict three people, okay, there may be that some of you may be seeking out some advice, some counsel of some kind. And sometimes when we have communication issues, or we have differing opinions, or we just want to kind of find different ways to connect with our person, sometimes we do need to ask for some help and support. Okay. A lot of people think that once you go to like couples counseling or something, and oh my God, that signals doom and gloom. But sometimes, we have different backgrounds, we have different experiences, and sometimes a neutral third party can really deliver some deep insights. So if you're at this turning point, or if you're at this little dilemma maybe in your world, you're not sure where something is headed, or can you make something a little bit better? Can you restore things? Is there something that you really need to address that you can let go, that you can detach? Okay, you might need that neutral third party influence, right? Someone who can give you a little bit of different perspective and bring you and your person closer together again and resolve some issues. So some of you may need to reach out and ask for a little bit of help. Because really, a relationship is a long journey, right? We all hope that when we get into a romantic partnership, that we all hope that this will be that relationship where we can really connect with our person and commit for the long term more often than not. Okay. Sometimes that's not what we're looking for. We're just looking for a little bit of a fling, or we're just looking for, that sense of camaraderie and connection. But we also want our freedom, because we do have that very, in that full moon in Aries on the 9th, we do have this energy of independence. coming in. Okay, so, so perhaps some of you are just at that, I want to maintain my independence. I don't want to lose myself in a relationship, but, so I'm trying to decide to move forward. But we do have the Son of Coins coming in here. And in this deck, the Son of Coins is the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, and the Knight of Pentacles is an awesome energy, really, for a relationship. Okay, because that Knight of Pentacles, the Son of Coins, is an energy of success. But by putting one foot in front of the other, by paying attention, by enjoying the ride, by enjoying the journey, and being fully committed to that relationship. Okay, and this is in your blessings position. So the blessing of long-term commitment, the blessing of looking at the details of where you're at right now so that you can make some decisions that propel you forward to your future. This brings in an energy of calm, of patient energy as well, patiently resolving some issues, patiently, making progress, right? Living one day at a time. Okay, you're not rushed, you're not hurried or anything like that. Now, the Knight of Pentacles, of course, is also very much known as an offer. And in this is, this could just be something blossoming in your relationship, something positive. Perhaps there's been some money issues somewhere along the way. Okay, especially the Three of Pentacles that's there, right? Maybe there's been something with, a career path somewhere along the journey. So someone may, have been very committed to their career. They might be about to get rewarded for their hard work. Okay, maybe there's a new job in the mix here as well somewhere. Remember, this is a blessing. So this is benefiting you the most. Okay, but I also do feel that there might be some sort of proposal, some higher level of commitment coming in here. And in the Six of Cups energy, this is something that really does make you happy, really does make you enjoy the moment. The Six of Cups is is quite often reflective of the inner child. Okay, and the inner child is very happy right now. Okay, it's also living your best life, being thankful and grateful for everything that you have, for your relationship. It's all about having fun and enjoying the moment. Okay, so I think there's some really positive vibes that are coming in here for you. Okay, the Six of Cups can also be very much like that between worlds, because it is one of multifaceted energy, right? We have the past, the present, and the future that are reflective in this card. And sometimes we need to do some past reflection, or there's something from our past that we need to deal with, or something that helps us make a decision in the here and now that affects our future plans. Okay, so again, there may be something that comes up from the past that you need to deal with. You might just be doing some reflections on your journey thus far of being with your person and where do we go from here. But there's a lot of happiness that's coming in here, a lot of fun, a lot of excitement that's coming here with that Six of Cups. You may be having discussions about starting a family, about children that may also be in your life. Okay, and sometimes we sometimes we're on the same page, sometimes we need to negotiate maybe a little bit, but I think here that if there are children involved here, I think there's a very positive atmosphere. There might be a little bit of challenge emotionally, especially if you and or your person may have children from a previous relationship. Sometimes meeting someone else's kids is nerve-wracking a little bit. Okay, but there might be some underlying fears that come with that. Okay, but I do feel here that there's a lot of very positive energy and very positive vibes coming in. So I do think that some of you do have just this commitment for the long term. Okay, or you're making those long-term plans and maybe making a decision. But I think for the most part here is very positive energy that is influencing you moving forward. But yes, a decision to make may you have. Okay, it sounds like Yoda there. Your advice from Spirit, we've got the Seven of Cups. Now, I love this Seven of Cups card, actually. Wow. Okay, I'm a little bit backwards there. All right. Now, the Seven of Cups, you can see from this image in the card, this person has a dilemma. They're like, oh my God, I need to make a decision. I have no idea what to make. Okay. And we've got this tabletop here, and I like how they did the cups in this because it represents your chakras. Okay. And, so it could be that you're feeling a little bit out of alignment. Okay. And Spirit says here with this energy, if you're feeling a little bit out of alignment, a little bit of, um, meditation, quiet contemplation, okay, connecting with your heart space may help you make a decision, okay? Because the Seven of Cups is where we sometimes have a little bit of a fantasy, we have, something that we're imagining, and, we can sometimes feel a little bit overwhelmed. You may even have a very important choice to make, but there's a little bit of uncertainty that sometimes comes here, right? Because, oh, woe is me, what if I choose wrong? Okay, so you may be faced with a little bit of a dilemma. You may be faced with a very important choice. And we see that with the Eight of Cups. So, and sometimes that can feel a little bit overwhelming. But Spirit really wants you here to connect with your heart, to connect with your intuition, connect with your emotions, open yourself up, and see the potential. Because we've got a Four of Cups coming in here as well. So there may just be some worry or doubt if you've been waiting for something. I mean, I like this Four of Cups card. It's a little bit different than what we usually see. We usually see some dude under a tree kind of looking a little bit, done with the world. And, something coming in from out of left field. Okay, something a little bit more positive. You can't see it. So I think here in this, in this energy with the advice from Spirit, Spirit says here, look at the potential, okay? Open your mind, open your heart, because there may be something here that you want, that you desire, and there may be something coming in here for you. You just can't quite see it yet. Because sometimes we do get a little bit disconnected. Eight of Cups, right? That's the energy coming in. You might be feeling a little bit of disconnect on some level. And the Four of Cups can bring that in also. Okay. And actually, if we look at this card, we've got three people here all laughing, all joking, having a great time, and then someone feeling left out. And it's actually really quite interesting considering we do have that Prince of, or the Son of Coins, right? The Knight of Pentacles, right? Some job situation maybe. And then we've got three Pentacles here. Okay, and in this Four of Cups card, we've got three people having a good time and one person not feeling it, or maybe feeling like they're not included in the festivities. They're feeling a little bit left out. So there may be something here that you are dealing with in regards to someone's focus maybe on work, on a job. Okay, and there might be that feeling of being left out a little bit. Okay, maybe a little bit of jealousy. Actually, I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't have cards here really for jealousy, but that could be right, especially if there's how sometimes you got like a bunch of people that get together and there's a few people that have known each other for a long time and they have like some inside jokes and you're sitting there going, oh, ha 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 ha, I actually don't know what you're talking about, but okay, I'm gonna laugh along anyway. There just could be just that feeling there that I'm just kind of feeling a little bit sidebarred on some level. But the Four of Cups here also is just that advice from Spirit that, sometimes we want something, we fantasize something, and sometimes we have those unattainable expectations, okay? And Spirit really does want you here to see the potential where you're at right now. Are your expectations realistic? Okay. Are you hoping for something that maybe is available, but hasn't quite gotten to the level where it's attainable yet? Okay. And I mean, if you're looking at, let's say let's use an example, because I'm probably not explaining it too well, because got some voices in my ear. But let's say you've been with your person, let's say for 3 months. Okay, we've all been there at some point. And you're starting to fantasize, Seven of Cups, about the possibilities. Marriage, family, kids, or, maybe you're a little bit older and, you want retirement and you want to travel the world, okay? And, while that may be attainable somewhere down the road, maybe it's not right now. So you may be fantasizing about something and creating your own level of disappointment because you're not necessarily rooted in reality, okay, at that point. And that doesn't mean that, it's not a diss or anything like that. Okay. But sometimes, if you're with a person with the Son of Coins energy, if you're with a person that's very down to earth and practical, and they don't like to rush into things, okay, and you might be jumping the gun a little bit, right? You might be leapfrogging ahead before someone else is perhaps ready, right? So sometimes we can fantasize about the future, but we do also need to be a little bit realistic about where we're at right about now. Okay, so Spirit says here, whatever your situation is, an open mind, a different perspective may certainly help you make a decision, or may help you realize the truth and the reality of where you are right now, because we do sometimes get a little bit lost. Okay, but I do think here that there's something here that you've been waiting for with this Four of Cups. I think there's something here that you've been waiting for, and something really positive, and it's excuse me, coming in here. You just can't quite see it yet. So a shift in perspective or a little bit of patience may be the order of the day. And in the meantime, live your best life. Okay, have some fun. Okay, engage with your person, with your relationship. Okay, this can also be just feeling a little bit emotionally disconnected, and especially if there's been some money things, or some other issues going on. Okay, we do sometimes feel that disconnect because we don't focus on love and romance every single minute of every single day. That's not realistic either. Okay, so if you've been feeling disconnected from your person, but there's not really anything wrong, then this can certainly be that time where perhaps you can find a little bit of alone time to really kind of rekindle that spark, that bond between you. Okay, you may need to even put up some boundaries somewhere. We have the Nine of Staffs coming in here as your overall outcome, okay, along with the King of Cups. Okay, now the Nine of Staffs is the Nine of Wands, so we could certainly be at the end of a challenging time, the end of a challenging journey. The Nine of Wands energy is where we sometimes feel a little bit skeptical. Okay, we can also be breaking barriers, all right, where we've been feeling kind of stuck or uncertain. We could be certainly at the end of the road on that energy, and we're about to start something fresh, a new life, a new way forward, okay, that kind of thing. There's also maybe some healing that might come in here, because the Nine of Staffs is that energy of feeling tired, feeling worn down, needing a break. Okay, and we do have some romance here with the King of Cups. Okay, so I think here that maybe for some of you, because we do have a journey there with that Eight of Cups as well, I feel as though some of you may have some romantic journey that lays ahead for you. Okay, that King of Cups brings in an energy of love and romance, but a maturing of your connection. Okay, so things really blossoming into a different level or a new level of maturity in your relationship. So I do think there is forward movement and there's progress that's here for you. Okay, when we have the King of Cups, you may have this energy of being swept off your feet a little bit as well. Okay, or of both you and your person being able to find a diplomatic resolution to things, okay, or just to be open and a little bit vulnerable with each other, right? You're feeling that connection, you're feeling the love in the air, and it's all good. And the King is like that lead energy, okay, and lead with your heart and your soul. And I do think there's something blossoming here. But I think here that if you've had this energy of disconnect with your person, there's been a lot of different things going on, maybe children, money, jobs, okay, all of these things. The Nine of Staffs can also be where we recognize the need to put up some boundaries, okay, some healthy boundaries. And sometimes we need to put up boundaries with our person, okay, but sometimes we do need to put up those boundaries with the world, okay, so that we can focus on our own personal needs, or we can focus on our relationship. So there may be something here where where you do need to put up very healthy boundaries somewhere, right? You may need to say no to someone, right? You may need to go on a journey, go on a trip, or just find that alone time with your person. And sometimes we need to close the door on those external energies, right? Those external influences, just to get that alone time that we're really looking for. But I think here that if you have some doubts, I think your doubts may be a little bit unfounded, okay? With that King of Cups energy, I just get a little bit of an energy that might be a little bit of a surprise that's headed in for some of you, or despite your doubts, Nine of Staffs, okay, despite your doubts, okay, something really wonderful is transpiring and blossoming in your world, okay. So sometimes we just need to make that extra effort to focus on the positive, all right. But I do think there's a nice resolution, a wonderful resolution coming in here for you guys. Getting back on the same page, feeling the happy vibes, okay. And but I also think it's the end of some difficulties, right? Those nines are endings, and like the end of a journey, the end of a cycle, the end of some challenges, and it also is the energy of perseverance, right? That Nine of Wands energy is persevering and moving forward no matter what life throws at you, okay. But it is one of being tired as well. So I think that if you're tired, that King of Cups energy that's there, I think that maybe you have a chance to do something fun and exciting, and probably with your person, okay, and to feel those beautiful vibes again. We have surrender obsessive thinking, not surrender to obsessive thinking. No, we don't want to do that. Okay, surrender obsessive thinking. Okay, so some of these boundaries may actually be within you. All right. If you're obsessing about a person or situation, turn the dilemma over to spirit. Doing so will help bring you clarity or even solve the problem. Okay, take that step back. All right, detach. Eight of Cups. That Eight of Cups comes in really handy, okay, a lot of times, right? It's where we can have that emotional detachment, and we can use that for our best and highest good. We have surrender to setting limits. It is healthy to set boundaries in relationships. Practice expressing your needs, and remember that no is a complete sentence. Wow, I think we just pretty much said that, didn't we? So there you go. Set limits, set some boundaries, set some expectations even, okay, because that's important. And final message here, we have surrender procrastination. Now is the time to jump on a goal instead of putting it off. Taking action will attract success. Something you want to do, something that you need to talk about, take the lead, okay? That King of Cups energy, take the lead. Speak your mind, speak your truth. I'm going to leave that there for you guys. I hope there was something here that resonated with you. If so, please don't forget to hit like on this video. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I thank you so very much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.